It is convenient to all things around Olympia. It's close to downtown. It's got some great restaurants that it's close to. It's got some nice little parks that it's close to. It's convenient just to kind of be there and lock yourself in for the week, stay vacation, and just enjoy that part of town because there's a lot to enjoy for sure.
Yep. So here we go. We're going to take you on all the specifics.
All right. So are you interested in the northwest part of Olympia? Well, good news. We're going to give you a tour and let you know all the things that you need to know. So jump in as we go.
We're Joe and Charity with the Live Well Home Group, and if you're thinking about buying in this area or any other area in Washington, we'd love to help. We've made it easy to connect with us. Just click the description below and find the calendar and schedule a time to meet with us.
So why do people love to live in West Olympia?
And specifically Northwest Olympia, because everybody calls it West Olympia, but really we're going to focus on the northern part. So
the northerny, westerny part of Olympia. Yeah, that's
so
specific.
Why?
Well, there's a lot of reasons. One of them is it is the most Olympia of Olympia.
How do you mean?
Well, so if you have an image in your mind of like what Olympia would be and all of its quirk and grandeur, it's going to be the quirkiest of the grandeur of the Olympia.
I agree.
Yeah, and that's a technical term.
Olympia.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It is really pretty fun. If that's your vibe, then we've got the peeps that you're going to be vibing with.
That's right. I would say another reason is because it's really, really green and beautiful.
Yes.
And not that all the rest of Olympia is not green and beautiful, but somehow it's just a little bit greener. Maybe they get more rain on the west side.
I really don't
Or they
know.
left more trees.
Yeah.
But and then there's just a ton of water. As you can see here on the map, there's a ton of water around it. So it's just gorgeous.
It really is pretty.
Living in the woods.
It does feel like living in a park in the woods without like the bears attacking or something like that. There aren't any really bears. I mean, there's bears, kind of more capital for us. That's the thing.
So the third reason.
The third reason is its convenience.
Yeah.
It is convenient to all things around Olympia. It's close to downtown. It's got some great restaurants that it's close to. It's got some nice little parks that it's close to. It's convenient just to kind of be there and lock yourself in for the week, stay vacation, and just enjoy that part of town because there's a lot to enjoy for sure.
Yep. So here we go. We're going to take you on all the specifics. So what's shopping like in West Olympia?
Well, I'm glad you asked because that's where the mall's located. So mall shopping is there. So you've got sporting goods stores, you've got Total Wines, you've got REI. You actually have a rack that is recently in that area. Oli in the rack. That is now
Old Navy, Macy's.
Yeah, I mean, it's got the stuff.
All that stuff.
And other bike shops and those type of things are in the area as well. So it's got a lot of things happening.
If you want to be close to the primary shopping areas, then West Olympia is the spot for you because you are the closest.
You're the closest, the most convenient for certain. Yeah.
There's a couple other places that you might want to know for shopping too.
Okay.
And one of them is the food co-op.
Yes.
So the food co-op is very Olympia also. It is just what it sounds like. It's a co-op grocery store.
Yep.
So everybody who's a member is a part of making the decisions there. And some people actually volunteer to work there and they run it together. Yeah, it's very cool. It's very cool. They carry lots of great items from local bakeries and yeah, it's great vibe.
Yeah, great vibe. And there's a little fruit stand over there too.
I love it. Jay's Farm Stand.
Yeah,
it's got
great. I mean, I don't want to say the freshest of the fresh produce, but it's the freshest of the fresh produce. Yeah. I mean, since I said
Giant bins of like apples, fresh apples.
Like you just pulled that thing from an orchard, set there in the middle of a parking lot-ish along the store line. Not the parking lot.
So
it is really
shopping. Lots of shopping there.
Yep.
You will not be disappointed.
You would not be disappointed. Unless you don't like the shop, then that might be disappointing.
But you gotta get groceries.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Yeah. So at least that's there. Yeah. And if you don't want to get groceries, I guess you can go to restaurants. So let's talk about some of the restaurants. Obviously, if you're by the mall, you're gonna have all the standards, Red Robin, Olive Garden, all that kind of stuff. But there's some more unique Olympia restaurants that we're gonna mention.
And one of them is Vic's Pizza. It's one of the locations of Vic's Pizza, and it's really good pizza, I would say. Yeah, it's kind of the better style for the thin crust wood fire. It's your stuff. It's your stuff. It is so very, very good. So Widowmaker is the one you want to get. Just throwing that out there as an option.
It's good. Yeah. One of the places that I think is really cool over there is Hash. It's a breakfast joint, and on the weekends the lines are just
get there early.
All outside because you're waiting to get in, but lots of big breakfast. So if you're into big breakfasts, then Hash is the place for you.
Yes, and then you have Iron Rabbit. I'm not sure I did that.
I don't know if it was not Ninja Rabbit.
I know.
So you'd be like really still, like an Iron Rabbit.
But it was Iron Rabbit. It's Iron Rabbit. I don't know why I made it a ninja for you. You're welcome. If anybody's from Iron Rabbit watching this, your place is great. It's got great food. We've gone on date nights there. It's a lot of fun. So it's one that you should check out for sure if you're visiting the area, considering moving into that area.
And then another one is Eagan's Drive-In. It is a cute little drive-in. I don't know exactly what year it's from, but it looks like it's from the 50s. Burgers and shakes and all that. And it just happens to be very near to Woodruff Park. As we move into parks, there's a ton of parks there. And one of them is Woodruff Park. And it has a splash pad for kids. It's got tennis courts, which now pickleball courts and volleyball courts. So great spot to hang out with family.
Yep. And then we have Geoduck Park.
And if you don't know what a Geoduck is,
you need to know. Washington. If you're not from Washington, Geoducks are real. It's
not a duck.
It's not a duck. It's a clammy thing. That's a technical
thing.
It's a clammy
mollusk,
thing.
I think that's
I would believe you.
mollusk.
If you said that, I would believe you. Mainly because I feel you're smarter than me most of the time. I've never eaten one, but some people think they're delightful. And if you do, good on you. Good on you.
Geoduck on you.
Geoduck on you.
It's a beach, obviously, that you can wander around and
and find geoducks probably, not just probably.
Then we've got West Bay Park. So that's pretty close to when you're coming from downtown over to the west side, and it's right along the water. It's a nice open space, and then right off of that is Garfield Nature Trail, so you can go on a little wander through the nature trail.
Meandering along the way. Absolutely. It's fun. It's fun. And that's why there's just so many things to do in the area, wide variety, kind of athletic things to do, as well as just, like fun waterfront places to meander. Spend some time. It's great. And there's Yager Park, which is your sports fields. It's got, all the things that you would do, kind of baseball, softball, those type of events. And if you're into that, there's options for you over there as well. So you've got, it's well-rounded.
Yep.
It's got it all.
Of time there.
It's got, yes, we've spent a lot of times at ballparks. That is true. So if you might be thinking about, what about the schools over there? Well, Capitol High School is a very highly rated school. It's a desirable one for people to send their kids to and graduate from. So it's a great one. Encourage you to look up more information on that online about it, but it's one of those top rated schools in Olympia, and a lot of fun.
Right next door is Jefferson Middle School, and then of course the elementary schools are there, but definitely look into the schools. They're all top rated.
Top rated
want to
for
move
certain.
to the area just for the schools.
Yeah, and also there is a local college. The Evergreen State College is right in that area, and I got to tell you, like for campuses, and Charity's mentioning earlier about green space, it is really pretty area where that campus is located. It just feels more evergreen for some reason.
The
name suits it for sure. It is a very unique college in that there are, self-guided programs that you could graduate with. So if maybe you have a non-traditional degree that you're pursuing, here's an option for you, and it'd be local in the area in case you live there and still want to finish your degree. There's an option for you that you may want to pursue.
Yeah, you'll definitely want to look up kind of the highlights of the college because if, like Joe said, you can choose your degree, and they have a lot to choose from. They're very hands-on, self-directed. They have a lot of options for people that feel like they need to just bust out of the mold.
Yep, absolutely.
So if you're looking on the map, obviously this part is highlighted. That's because that's what we're working on. But all of this up here is considered West Olympia, Northwest Olympia. This is West over here. We'll talk about that in another video. So make sure you like and follow and watch our other videos. But this is the primary area that we're talking about today. So we're going to jump into what kind of houses can you get in this
what can
area?
you get in that area, and what are the price ranges? This will be fun.
So we're going to start out just by looking at what's active right now. There's 25 homes active. And we're starting in the low threes, and we are going up to the 3 millions. So we got quite a price range. That's because you have a lot of waterfront property.
You do, which is going to drive the price up there. Actually, I love this little area. My very first clients, we got you home in that area over there. So anyways, near and dear to my heart for that.
Good memories.
Great people.
So this first one is a fun one. I can't wait to show you. Yes. It is a houseboat.
I want to say choo-choo, but that's a train.
It almost looks like a tugboat, doesn't it?
It does. That's what I was kind of going for.
So
Super cute.
For the low 300s, you can live right on the water in this cute little houseboat. And of course, you can live anywhere with this, but right now it's in West Olympia.
Yep. Look at how cute and charming that is. If you've ever had that, like, I want to move to the Pacific Northwest and live on the water and live in a houseboat, here you go. Yeah. Here's an option for you. So cute. It's so cute.
I've seen a few for sale, and this one is super, super quaint.
Yeah, this one's really quaint. Absolutely adorable.
Got everything you need.
Everything you need. A little bit on that tiny house living type of feel, but on the water. And then obviously you're in the downtown area, so you're close to everything. Yeah. So
super cool.
Really fun. So there's a good option for you. Starting point into threes.
We're in the 4s, and I love this one too, because the architecture you're going to get in this area is widely different from early 1900s to all the way up to current. There's new construction stuff. So
absolutely.
This one is a fun mid-century.
Yes.
That is pretty typical in that middle section of West Olympia.
They're very typical. Lots of homes in this area that are going to look like that. And if you've followed us at all or followed other videos of ours, we love ourselves a mid-century. We think they're adorable. So if that's your vibe, here's some options.
Yeah, isn't that fun?
Look at that. And a lot of these, some of them have been updated, other ones haven't. So you can put your own fingerprint on it, do whatever you would like with it, or just move in and enjoy it and the little quirkiness of it all.
And the price for this is really good in the 4s. And see what I mean? Look at all that green.
It's just, for some reason, even more green. Not sure why.
So good.
Yeah, there it is.
All right, so we're going to jump up to the 5. So this is, as I was saying, newer construction.
Newer construction.
So typical new construction with a smaller lot.
Yep, smaller lot, a little bit closer. More than likely, it's going to have an HOA in these type of areas, but it's all updated. It's all new. It's a modern conveniences. And design. So there you have it. Yeah, it's cute.
Really nice.
Really nice. Really nicely done. So if that's your vibe, you want something new, not something from mid-century, here's another option for you.
All right, let's jump over to this one in the 6s.
Yep.
So this one I want to show you because it's on over an acre. Yep, there are quite a few larger lots in this area. So if you feel like you like all
a little bit more space
around you.
Yeah, a little bit more space. And the new construction, obviously most of those are built on smaller lots, a little bit closer. This is going to have a little bit more space. Not all of the homes in the area are going to have this, but there are some to be found that have this little extra space for you. You're paying for maybe a similar house in size that's going to be a little bit cheaper, but now you're paying for this yard and this outdoor space and having all that, which is delightful. Yeah. If you don't mind maintaining a little bit, you will have a delightful afternoon spent on that patio.
And treehouse.
Treehouse. I think that's thrown in. It's not actually part of square footage.
That's probably not. Okay, so another mid-century. You just have to live with it with us. But this one is super unique, and I think it's adorable. Yeah. In the 700s.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
Look at
that. See, I mean, this we're saying it just is a little more green. It is. You're in the forest, but you're in town-ish. So yeah, you got this. It is all the things of cute and quirky and gorgeous. Come on, get you some of that. Look at that. So nice.
It's been updated.
So it's got some newer features to it.
I imagine in its glory days, it was probably pretty cool as well, but
it's cool now.
Nice when somebody gets that kitchen done, because that's the expensive part. Looks like the bathrooms could do some updating.
Look at
that's
this.
Cool.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's cute. So we're biased.
Biased and look, there's a little extra living space, a little ADU, so you could make some money off of that.
Yep, or you have in-laws or outlaws. There's an option for them. Probably not the outlaws. I mean,
great outdoor space.
But I'm not judging. I'm just saying.
All right, let's move along.
Let's move it on up. Here we go.
We're in the 8s, and I chose this one because this is a good sized house, 3,500 square feet.
Yes.
And this is in the 9s, I'm sorry. And it has beach access. So a lot of the neighborhoods in this area, the houses don't necessarily have their own beach, but the neighborhoods have their own beach. So it's just you and the neighbors that get to use your particular private beach.
Yeah, so if you're not familiar with how that works, is everybody in the neighborhood has probably some type of HOA attached to that and for the maintenance of the beach, but you get to use it with your family, with your friends, whenever you want. And so it's just kind of nice without having to take that next step of price point to have your own waterfront property. This is that great kind of in-between step between.
And your taxes are lower
and your taxes
on the water, actually.
It's going to be a little bit lower. So
this has been remodeled really
it's
beautifully.
Gorgeous. Oh my gosh.
Had some space for the kids to run.
Yes, bowling alley.
Really nicely done.
It is really nicely done. And it's such a nice backyard.
That's great.
Holy smokers, that's gorgeous.
Windjammer's the neighborhood.
There it is.
All right, so we're right at $1 million, and this one is on the water.
Yeah, so the next step up, and here you go. You're going to have amazing views. You wake up, you drink your coffee, or, I mean, if you're a Red Bull person, that can happen as well. In the morning, I don't know how you do your mornings, but here is just a really great outdoor living space. You got views of the water, obviously. And this is just really a delightful house. And when you're on the water and you're looking at homes online, perhaps there's high bank and low bank. And so you'll just kind of want to be aware of that: high bank, mid bank, and low bank.
And no bank.
And no bank. So you're just aware of the different types of, that's how the home is positioned on the water, whether it's directly on the water or that you'll either have to go downstairs to get, some type of stair system to get to it. Some of those you actually can't get down to the water because it's just too difficult to build that in, and sometimes even permitting would make it difficult to do so. But in other ones, you'll be able to do that and have your nice water access.
Yes, that's a very good point, because just because it's waterfront, it doesn't mean you can get down to the water.
That's something that if you're not from the
Northwest,
Northwest,
I've been on some pretty hairy stairs before.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one we're in the 2s, and this is quite gorgeous. Yeah, big, wide open view. And this one is on Country Club Road. So behind you is the Country Club and Golf Course, which of course is beautiful. And then on the front side, you have this. So it's a perfect place to land if you're ready to leisure.
If you're ready to leisure, you love the water, you like to golf, or you just want the convenience of being able to enjoy all the things that you're into if you're into water, kayaking, boating, all of that. And then also, your recreation. Oh my gosh, look how charming this is.
Yeah, so this is an older home, so it's got the older charm and then the updates as well.
Yeah.
I love that ceiling and that fireplace.
Real. Like in that kitchen is, holy smokes.
Yeah,
that is real.
You get the uniquenesses, and there's your view. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing dishes there.
I would even consider doing dishes if I had to do. If you,
I would let you.
Look at that updated bathroom.
Cute bathroom.
Adobes. Holy smokes. I would say if I had that office, I'm not sure how much work I would get done, because I think I'd get lost in staring outside and paying attention to the surroundings. But that is charming and wonderful and beautiful. And that's a low bank. You have access right to your water.
All the sunsets are yours.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Can't stop looking at this one.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's your orca.
You can't fish for those, just in case you're curious. They're too big. And,
you can name him.
But you can name him. That's Bob the fish.
That's right.
Orca.
So that is our tour of Northwest Olympia. If you found this helpful and you want to learn more about other areas of Olympia, make sure you like and follow us, and you look for all of our other tours in Olympia and Tacoma. If you're thinking about moving to Olympia or any other area in Washington, then we would love to help you. Go ahead and click the link in the description below to get a time on our calendar with us.